All right, so hi there, how are you? I'm just dandy. On my most recent trip to Joann Fabric and Crafts, I found this on clearance, and I'm really excited because I've never poured one of these before. It is a silicone mold for a ring holder, and I'm super excited to crack this open. Like I said, I've never poured one. I'm trying to figure out if I need to do layers and let each layer cure or what. I think I have an idea about using mostly clear resin and some glitter, and I also have these little gold foil pieces that I think I'm going to use, and a dried flower. So let's start. All right, so I have devised a game plan. I'm going to mix some of this super fine gold glitter. Is it coming out? There. Some of this super fine gold glitter, not too much, into some clear resin. And then I'm going to fill this to about almost a little over halfway, till about the tops of the legs, and let that cure. And then I'm going to pour a little more clear resin with a little bit more gold in it. And I'm going to put this little cutie in there, this zinnia that I've dried. I'm going to stick it in face down, and then I'm going to let, pour a little more resin on top. Let that cure. Then I might use some little bits of fern I've dried. Haven't decided on that completely yet. And then I'm going to finish it with this gold foil and some clear resin. And I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get all the supplies together, put on my respirator, and we'll get started. Now we're going to add some glitter. The glittering can begin. Oh, that was not the side I meant to open. Alright, let's not get too crazy. Not so much for not getting crazy. What I'm going to do, since there's a point at the since there's a point, I want to make sure that I don't have an air bubble down there, so I'm going to pour just a little bit. And I hope this toothpick is long enough to just kind of remove any air bubble that may occur. Alright, hopefully that did it. Alright, let's pour some more. That is about where I wanted to stop. Let's see how big this is in comparison. I can pour more. We're going to end there. I'm going to let this cure and come back tomorrow most likely
to pour the rest. All right, we're back again. This is solidified, very glittery, a little bit more than I expected, but I'll take it. It's an experiment after all. Gonna mix up some resin, add some glitter, and we'll start. All right, I'm going to pour a little bit in here. I have my flour. I use these little tweezers. Get the flour in at an angle so that we don't get a bunch of air bubbles in the flour, hopefully. All right. Then I'm going to let that cure, just like that. If I added any more resin right now, the flour would probably float up out of place, and I don't want that to happen. So we'll be back after this is cured. All right, we're back for round 3. As you can see, there's the flowers. I'm going to add some gold flakes, because why not? And I'll also add a little glitter, because why not? Now that we're all gloved up, let's begin. And now the pour. Do I want it to go all the way to the top? I got enough to fill it, why not? Probably will look better with the flour having been lower, but why not? All right, I'm gonna let this cure and come back and pop it out. See you then.
Well, we're at the end. It's all cured and ready to pop out. I'm curious to see how is. I've never used these gold flakes before. I'm not really sure how I feel about them in this piece. And I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about the flower being right like in the middle, but I almost feel like I should have done a solid base. We'll have plenty of time to experiment with that sort of thing in the future. So, let's get to it. Ooh. All right then. Well, there it is. Yeah. So I have a few critiques. It's definitely not my favoriteest thing ever. I think no, it's got a sturdy bottom. Okay, I thought it might have been slanted on the bottom, but I'm wrong. Yeah, definitely used more glitter than I intended to in this first section, but thankfully the point didn't. Oh, dang it! The point didn't have any bubbles, which makes me happy. It's also not as pointed as I initially thought it was. The flower gets lost, and that makes me pretty sad because it's basically like a waste of a pretty zinnia. I wish I had shifted it further down. Maybe. I mean, it's cool, I guess. And then I think I have a lot of air bubbles in this section because I did not add anything to the resin to make it opaque. So yeah, that looks like air bubbles. You can see a vast difference. Maybe I didn't mix it quite as long as I should have. I'm not sure. Or I could have let it sit for longer. You know, resin sometimes gets finicky. Either way, this is the finished result. It's very glittery. Very, very glittery. And I kind of, yeah, slightly disappointed with the way it turned out, honestly. It's just not for me. Maybe I will do things differently in the future. I've got some ideas. I just wish that flower hadn't been so lost. Well, there it is. The ring holder, which if I had a ring on I would take off and show you. You can just slide it on there. It's complete. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate you watching as always. Thanks for seeing it through this far, and I hope you have a great day.